you're not appreciated. You feel like you are not valued. You feel like you're not appreciated. You feel like people use you, people take advantage of you, and you don't understand why. Like, why are you doing wrong? Every single time you're the one sharing something bad happening to you, and people are always like, oh, sorry, oh. Obviously this is gonna turn into resentment, into anger, and you're gonna start hating your friends. Good morning, my people. How are you? No, I think I'm gonna do a new intro. Bonjour, my people. I think that's a bit more me, okay?
Hello?
All right. Have you noticed recently that when you go to places, you're not appreciated? You feel like you are not valued. You feel like you're not appreciated. You feel like people use you, people take advantage of you, and you don't understand why. Like, why are you doing wrong? Why do people not value you? Why do people walk all over you? Today I'm gonna talk about the why. First, I'm gonna talk about the signs if you are that person. Then I'm gonna give you guys solution. Bingo. All right, let's get started. So today we're gonna talk about signs you do not respect yourself, because I want all of you to have a happy life. You like toxicity. Let me explain myself. You like toxicity because you are always in some environment where you notice that people don't appreciate you. People always use you. People don't really care. Like, they only care about what you do, not because of the person that you are. But you keep going. You keep going back and back and back. You keep chasing. You cannot stand being alone, so you'd rather be surrounded with a crowd, even if those people don't make you feel good about yourself. But you'd rather that. Like, you want to be surrounded with people because that feels good. At least you're surrounded. At least you're not alone, right? That's the reason why people disrespect you, because you do not set boundaries. You do not know how to walk away. So yeah, the first one is you like toxicity. Second one, you ask for help way too much. You like to nag people. You like to ask too much. 1, 2, 3, you're the one asking for favor. Every time that you call someone, they look at your text or your call and they're like, oh my gosh. Like, can you imagine calling someone and the other person on the other hand is rolling their eyes? If you are that person, just know that the other person won't even pick up your call because you're always asking for help. Do you ever even call those shit just to check on people? Do you ever just call just to check on people? You only see yourself. You only say, okay, you need help, and that's all that matters. Like, and in some sort of way, you simply just use people. You simply just keep people around just because of what they can give you, and people will not respect you for that. People will not respect you for that, and you do not respect yourself. Okay, now you do not keep your own promises. You tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna start waking up at a certain time, and after you don't keep your promises. You say, okay, next time when this person asks me for that specific thing, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna learn how to say no. And you don't do it. You simply don't do it. You don't keep your own promises. You don't know how to keep your own, and you simply just don't. And over time, your mind is gonna be like, well, I'm someone that can't be trusted. I'm someone that don't really have value. And it really breaks your confidence every single time that you do not keep your promises.
Yep. Yep.
You intentionally embarrass yourself in front of the crowd just for the sake of laughter and validation. Oh my gosh. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. Can you imagine someone being bullied in a crowd, but instead of someone bullying someone else, you are actually the bully of yourself? So you bully yourself and you make a joke of yourself. You become the center of the joke just for laughter, but you embarrass yourself. There's a difference between not really taking yourself too much, knowing how to simply just joke around, and then while literally slandering your person just to get laughter and validation from people. Like, that's one of the worst things you can do to yourself. Like, you are breaking your self-esteem, cutting it into scissors. Snip, 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 snip. And after you expect yourself to trust yourself, you expect to think that you can achieve things. Like, how can your mind, like, what actions are you doing to prove to your mind that, okay, I can do this. You're actually showing your mind like, dang, like you're literally telling yourself, okay, I'm nothing. Like, people can just laugh at me. Like, generally, there's nothing that I can provide. I have no value just for people. All I can do is just slander myself, make myself the clown or the group just for people to laugh, and that's it. Like, you don't see that you have anything of value to give. The only thing that you know how to do is just embarrass yourself, shame yourself in front of people. And people that like to do that, it might not even always be just to make other people laugh, but it might also just to create, like, make other people feel bad for you all the time. Every time you're talking about your own issues, about your own problem, and it's related to the person that I like to ask for help way too much. Because why is it that every time that someone pick up your phone call, there's a bad news, there's something always going wrong with your life? Like, there's already a lot of difficult things in the world, and if you bring more negativity to people in people's life, they do not want you around. They do not want those kind of people around them. They want people that will bring positivity. They want people that will bring joy. And I'm not saying that we are robots and we are always in la la land and everything. By you having issues all the time, you do not have to talk about them all the time to people. Every single time you're the one going through something, every single time you're the one sharing something bad happening to you, and people are always like, oh, sorry, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, how does that make you feel? Make you feel good? This is not to like put you down or anything, but it's like, these are things that you do that people will not respect you, people will not want to be around you, and it's also a sign that you do not respect yourself. So now that I've given you all the signs, okay, there's one last thing. You have no boundaries. There's someone that will call you all the time, and then they'll always call you to ask you for things, or even, like, let's say there's a group that plan to go out, right? And after that, when it gets to the payment, they're like, oh, can you please pay that for me? Oh, can you please? And you're simply just doing it. It's all the time. There's nothing wrong with paying for your friend, but all the time, that's when you know that they're using you. And then you create, like, you have some resentment and so much grudge about that, but you don't know how to express it. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to refuse. You're simply just taking it in until you explode, because you are not a robot. You have feelings, you have emotions. Obviously, this is gonna turn into resentment, into anger, and you're gonna start hating your friends. You hate your friends because you never told them that what they did, they didn't like you. And people that intentionally ask you for things, they're not your real friends. They know your weakness and they take advantage of it. So that's a sign to get a new friend group. When people that really love you for you will not take it personally when you tell them, hey, what you did here, I do not like it. Okay, no, I don't want to give you my money. Oh, I don't want to give you this. No, I just don't feel like it. Or I don't want to go out today. Just simply saying you don't want to, or you simply setting a boundaries. Sometimes people also say, okay, people don't respect my boundaries, but you never expressed your boundaries. People can't read your mind. Then just simply saying, okay, I'm not the type of person that like to stay on the phone at night, so that's just not for me. Like, we can talk in the morning. That's a boundary. Someone that wants to call you, let me close my window. Yeah, if you have friends that always like to stay on the phone, but you know that you have things to do, just simply tell them, okay, I really enjoy us talking, but right now I have things to do, so let's talk later. That's totally fine. That's okay. And if you simply just don't like to talk at night, simply just say that. Not in a mean way, but simply express that. Not that now your friend know what you don't like, what you don't like to do, what you like to do, and they will respect that. And if they don't respect that, then they're not your friends. And that's when you walk away. And I know that it's not easy to walk away, because I used to be that person, but I was much younger. So, but in the second that I learned that I can just walk away, I become so good at it. Like, if I'm somewhere that I'm not appreciated, I'm not valued, poof, I'm not there anymore. Why do I need to be there? Like, what's the point, you know? You have to also be reflective. Like, okay, was I the problem? But that's another topic for another day. Okay, now let's start with solutions. Okay, so boom. Maybe I'm just gonna write on the screen. I found it easier to make a slideshow, but I'm not sure it's easy. Okay, The first one is to date yourself. So this is the solution to you liking toxicity. You like toxicity not because you simply choose to go in toxic environment, but you like toxicity because that's what your mind is used to. That's what you're used to. Whatever situation has happened in your life, and that's what looked normal to you, so that's where you feel good. If someone is too calm, or like, you know, there's too much peace in a friendship or a relationship, you feel like something is wrong, because like clearly this is not how it's supposed to be. Like, it's not you choosing toxicity, but that's just how that's what your nervous system is used to. So the solution to it is to date yourself. Dating yourself means sitting down, being very reflective about your life. What are things that you want to change? Why do you keep doing the things that you do? Like, why do you keep attracting the wrong crowd, the wrong friendship, the wrong relationship? Why does that happen? And from there, you could see a therapist. You could talk to people that you know truly loves you and are able to help you, or bring solutions that will be able to help you. Learn your boundaries. What do you like and what do you not like? Anger is a sign that there's a boundaries that has been crossed. Like, first, before anger, there's hurt, there's pain, and that pain turns into anger, frustration, resentment. So you would reflect on what makes me angry, like what is things that has made me angry recently, and was a sign that someone crossed my boundaries. And you will reflect on that, write it down, like journal it out. If you're not a person that like to write, make a video, whatever helps you. If you want, even talking aloud like this, whatever will help you become aware. I think being aware of your flaws, or what you need to work on, is the first step. Being aware of it and stop denying that. No, like, stop denying and become aware. I think that's the first step. And then learn how to date yourself. Learn how to date yourself like you would date your friend, you know? Date your friend. What am I saying? Like you would date somebody. Like, learn about yourself. And what helped me the most is a lot of time alone and prayer. Asking God about my identity, reading the Word of God really reminds you of who you are. That's the biggest thing that helped me with my confidence or my identity. Second one, you have to learn how to trust yourself. I feel like that will naturally come as you date yourself, as you start respecting your promises, keeping goals. And I know that it's so easy. I'm a planner, so the day that I feel motivated, I can write a whole book of things that I want to change, and after the next day I don't feel motivated. So what I do now, I write down everything, because I can have so millions of goals in my head, right? So then sometimes I tend to start things, do something else, and it just becomes chaos. So then I will write everything down. Just empty out your brain, write all those goals down, what you want to do, and after that, select 3 maximum goals. If you can do one, just do one, but I started with 3 because I just can't only focus on one. Like, so I just did 3 goals. So you pick out of that whole list what will make the most impact in your life right now. When you're starting, start small. Like, if you were to be like, I want to read more, I want to start reading more, start reading for at least 5 minutes. Like, I know 5 minutes is very small, but start with 5 minutes. Put a timer. There's no way that you can tell me that you do not have 5 minutes in a day just to sit down and read. You will put a timer, 5 minutes, you read, and that's it. The next day, 5 minutes again. After that, 10 minutes. And sometimes we know when you start reading and you start getting into a really good book, it's even hard to put it down. And there you go, you will start building momentum. And by the time that you know, you have checked the goal. Unless that's just a good habit that you're trying to implement, by the time that you even know it, you do it without even thinking. It becomes like a second nature of you, you know? It becomes a part of you. That is the end of the video. I really hope that you liked it. And I genuinely do not know how to make a 6-minute videos. Yeah, I just realized this is almost 20 minutes. If I'm like, I have so much that I want to share, that I found myself talking a lot. And that's okay. For the people that have a long attention span, you are welcome to the group, okay? Because I have a lot to share and I will do it. I will not simply just keep it short and just, yeah. So do whatever you want with it. And I will see you on my next one. Bye, my loves. Take care. Mwah.